Are you over 60 and wondering why you're feeling weaker even though you try to eat healthy and stay active? Here's the cold, hard truth. It might not be aging, it might be what's on your plate. This isn't just another video about avoiding junk food. It's about everyday so-called healthy foods that could be slowly destroying your muscle mass without you even realizing it. Foods that are promoted as clean, wholesome, and heart-friendly, but could be silently accelerating muscle loss, fatigue, and physical decline. Recent research from the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle reveals that after age 60, most adults lose up to 1% of their muscle mass every single year, even faster if inflammation, poor digestion, or nutrient deficiencies are in play. Muscle is your body's engine. Lose it, and everything from energy to balance to metabolism starts to crumble. And the most dangerous part? Most people never see it coming until one day they struggle to get up from a chair or recover from a simple stumble. In today's video, the Wellness Vault reveals 9 everyday foods that could be quietly sabotaging your strength and accelerating age-related muscle decline. These are foods found in almost every household, and we're breaking down exactly why they're doing more harm than good and what you should eat instead. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments. Are you over 60 and noticing changes in your energy, strength, or balance? Sharing your story can help others facing the same challenges. And if you're serious about protecting your strength, your health, and your independence well into your later years, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the Wellness Vault. We deliver research-backed wellness strategies tailored for the 60-plus community every single week. Let's dive in. Number 9 is multigrain and whole wheat bread. At first glance, multigrain and whole wheat bread appear to be smart, health-conscious choices, especially when they're labeled as heart-healthy or fiber-rich. But there's a hidden downside that becomes more critical with age. Modern wheat has been bred for yield and uniformity, not nutrition. The result? Bread products today often contain higher levels of gluten and anti-nutrients than their ancestors did. One of the main concerns is a compound called phytic acid, naturally present in whole grains. While it's not dangerous in small amounts, phytic acid binds to essential minerals like magnesium, zinc, and calcium, making them harder for your body to absorb. For seniors already at risk of deficiencies, this can quietly undermine muscle health, especially when consumed daily. On top of that, whole wheat and multigrain breads often spike blood sugar levels more than expected. Despite their complex carb image, many are quickly broken down into glucose, causing insulin surges. Elevated insulin over time is linked to increased inflammation, one of the driving forces behind sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Endocrinology confirmed that older adults who experience frequent blood sugar fluctuations are at significantly higher risk of accelerated muscle loss. The takeaway? Even wholesome bread can quietly chip away at your muscle health. If you're craving bread, go for sprouted grain varieties, which are lower in phytic acid and easier to digest. You can also explore alternatives like oat bran crackers, almond flour bread, or protein-rich wraps made from eggs or lentils. These swaps help protect your muscles while still satisfying your craving for that comforting slice. Number 8 is low-fat dairy. Low-fat dairy products, like skim milk, fat-free yogurt, and low-fat cheese, have long been promoted as healthier alternatives to their full-fat counterparts. For decades, seniors were told to avoid fat to protect their hearts and waistlines. But this advice has not aged well. In fact, stripping fat from dairy may actually be weakening your muscles, especially if you're over 60. One major issue is the loss of fat-soluble vitamins. When fat is removed from dairy, so are critical nutrients like vitamin D, vitamin K2, and vitamin A, all of which play essential roles in muscle function, calcium absorption, and hormone regulation. Without adequate vitamin D, for instance, your body struggles to absorb calcium and maintain muscle strength. A deficiency in K2 can further impact how your muscles utilize stored nutrients. Many low-fat dairy products also contain added sugars or artificial thickeners to compensate for lost flavor, and texture. These additives can spike blood sugar and fuel chronic inflammation, a major driver of age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia. A 2018 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed full-fat dairy products retained more muscle mass and experienced better physical performance than those on low-fat versions. Protein quality is another concern. Dairy is an excellent source of leucine, a powerful amino acid that stimulates muscle growth. But without the naturally occurring fats that slow digestion, the protein in low-fat dairy may be absorbed too quickly, leading to inefficient muscle synthesis. When it comes to muscle preservation, timing and absorption matter. For stronger muscles and better nutrient absorption, choose full-fat, minimally processed dairy products like Greek yogurt, kefir, and cottage cheese. These foods deliver the complete nutritional profile your aging body needs to repair and preserve lean mass without the added sugars or artificial fillers. Always look for organic or grass-fed options when possible, as they offer a better balance of omega-3 fatty acids and fewer inflammatory compounds. Number 7 is overripe bananas. Bananas are often considered a go-to healthy snack, especially for older adults trying to boost their potassium intake. But when bananas become overripe, soft, spotty, and extra sweet, their nutritional impact changes significantly. The starches in underripe bananas convert to simple sugars as they ripen, dramatically increasing their glycemic index. That means eating overripe bananas can lead to sharp blood sugar spikes, which trigger a cascade of inflammation and insulin resistance. Why does that matter for your muscles? Insulin resistance impairs your body's ability to transport nutrients into muscle cells. Over time, this creates an environment where your muscles receive less fuel and fewer building blocks for repair and growth. A 2021 study published in Nutrients showed that older adults with higher insulin resistance experienced nearly double the rate of muscle mass decline compared to those with better glycemic control. It's not just about sugar content either. Most people eat bananas as a standalone snack, which means you're getting a burst of sugar without any protein or fat to slow absorption. That leads to an energy crash and leaves your muscles without the sustained amino acids they need for maintenance. For aging adults, these repeated blood sugar surges may contribute to chronic inflammation, one of the leading causes of accelerated muscle breakdown after age 60. This doesn't mean you have to ditch bananas entirely. Instead, be strategic. Choose firmer, slightly underripe bananas with more resistant starch, and always pair them with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a handful of almonds or a scoop of Greek yogurt. This helps stabilize your blood sugar, reduce the inflammatory load, and give your muscles the support they need to stay strong. Number 6 is packaged fruit juices. Packaged fruit juices, even the ones labeled 100% juice or no added sugar, can pose a significant threat to muscle health, especially as we age. While these drinks may appear healthy because they come from fruit, they're often stripped of fiber and packed with naturally occurring sugars in highly concentrated forms. Without the fiber that slows digestion and absorption, these sugars rapidly flood the bloodstream, causing sharp insulin spikes. These repeated sugar surges can create an inflammatory environment in the body. Chronic inflammation has been directly linked to muscle catabolism, the breakdown of muscle tissue, particularly in older adults. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that elevated inflammatory markers were strongly associated with loss of muscle strength and mass in people over 60. Consuming sugary beverages, even natural ones like orange juice or apple juice, contributes to this damaging cycle. Moreover, liquid calories don't register in the body the same way solid foods do. Drinking juice doesn't trigger the same satiety signals as eating whole fruits, which can lead to overconsumption without realizing it. Plus, most juices are consumed without accompanying protein or fat, which are essential for preserving lean muscle. This combination, high sugar, low satiety, and poor nutrient support, can gradually erode muscle stability over time. A better approach is to ditch the carton and eat whole fruits instead. Whole fruits like apples, berries, and citrus offer not just vitamins and antioxidants, but also the fiber needed to regulate blood sugar. If you enjoy a flavorful drink, try infusing water with lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint, or enjoy unsweetened herbal teas. These hydrating options support muscle function without the hidden damage of excess sugar. Number 5 is white rice and pasta. White rice and traditional pasta are staples in many diets. weeks. But for adults over 60, these refined carbohydrates may be quietly accelerating muscle loss. Why? Because they are stripped of fiber, protein, and key nutrients during processing, leaving behind fast-digesting starches that convert quickly into glucose. This rapid digestion causes spikes in blood sugar and insulin, a dangerous combo for aging muscles. Frequent insulin spikes don't just affect blood sugar, they also lead to increased levels of systemic inflammation and oxidative stress. Over time, these conditions impair the body's ability to build and maintain muscle mass. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults who consumed high glycemic diets, like those based on white rice or pasta, were more likely to suffer from sarcopenia, age-related muscle wasting. Another issue is that these refined carbs are often consumed in large portions and without balancing nutrients like protein or healthy fats. That means meals centered around white rice or pasta lack the amino acids your body needs to synthesize muscle tissue. The result? A steady decline in muscle strength, mobility, and metabolic health. The good news is there are powerful alternatives. Swap white rice for quinoa, black rice, or lentils, all of which offer complex carbs, protein, and muscle-supporting minerals. For pasta lovers, try chickpea, lentil, or edamame noodles, which have significantly more protein and fiber. These choices help keep blood sugar stable and provide your muscles with the building blocks they need to thrive. Number 4 is refined vegetable oils. You've likely been told that vegetable oils are a heart-healthy option, but the truth is more complicated, especially when it comes to muscle preservation. Oils like soybean, corn, and sunflower are highly refined and contain excessive amounts of omega-6 fatty acids. When not balanced with omega-3s, these oils fuel chronic inflammation in the body, which undermines muscle repair and accelerates age-related decline. Inflammation is one of the top drivers of sarcopenia. A 2021 meta-analysis published in Nutrients found a strong correlation between high dietary omega-6 intake and increased muscle frailty in older adults. Simply put, the more omega-6 heavy oils you consume, the harder it becomes for your muscles to recover from stress and stay strong with age. Another hidden danger in these oils is oxidation. Refined vegetable oils are processed at high temperatures and often sit on shelves for months, becoming unstable and prone to oxidation. Oxidized oils introduce free radicals into the body, damaging muscle cell membranes and impairing mitochondria, the energy engines within your muscle fibers. Instead, turn to anti-inflammatory fats that support muscle health. Extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and flaxseed oil are rich in healthy monounsaturated or omega-3 fats. They not only help reduce inflammation, but also support hormone production and nutrient absorption, both critical for maintaining lean muscle after 60. By making this switch, you'll support your muscles at the cellular level while still enjoying flavorful meals. Let's take a moment to review what we've covered so far. We started with multigrain and whole wheat bread, which can block vital minerals and spike blood sugar more than you'd expect. Then we looked at low-fat dairy, a food group that often strips away the very nutrients your muscles need to stay strong. We followed that with overripe bananas, which may seem harmless, but can contribute to insulin resistance if eaten frequently without balance. And most recently, we exposed packaged fruit juices, loaded with sugar and stripped of fiber. They silently fuel inflammation and accelerate muscle breakdown. Each of these foods is common in many senior diets, and that's what makes them so dangerous. Their impact is silent and cumulative. But if you've been nodding along and realizing you eat one or more of these regularly, don't worry. Awareness is the first step to transformation, and the real muscle-saving strategies are just ahead. Because the next 3 foods, these are the most damaging of all, and they're the ones most people think are helping. They don't just sneak into your diet, they sabotage your strength at a foundational level. If you're going to remember anything from this video, make it these next 3. Before we continue, we want to hear from you. Have any of the foods so far surprised you? Are you ready to swap them out for something better? Drop a comment below. We read everyone. And if you haven't already, hit that like button to help us reach more people who need this information. And subscribe to the Wellness Vault for more life-changing health insights every week. Number 3 is processed deli meats. Deli meats like ham, turkey slices, and salami are often viewed as convenient protein-rich staples, but what's rarely discussed is their impact on aging muscles. These meats are typically loaded with sodium, preservatives, and nitrates, compounds that not only burden your cardiovascular system, but also interfere with nutrient delivery to muscle tissue. As we age, our ability to recover from muscle stress declines, and poor circulation only makes matters worse. Nitrates and nitrites used to preserve processed meats can impair blood vessel function, reducing oxygen and nutrient delivery to your muscles. Over time, this limits your muscles' ability to regenerate and maintain strength. Additionally, the excessive sodium content can lead to fluid retention, blood pressure spikes, and electrolyte imbalances, all of which can impair proper muscle contraction. Beyond that, processed meats often contain lower quality protein and fewer essential amino acids compared to fresh cuts. The amino acid profile is crucial, especially for seniors, because your body becomes less efficient at using protein to rebuild muscle as you age. The fewer high-quality proteins you get, the more muscle loss you risk over time. Even if you're technically getting enough protein, by the numbers. Instead of reaching for deli meat, consider prepping lean proteins in advance, like grilled chicken, turkey breast, or wild-caught salmon. These whole foods provide complete, clean protein with none of the inflammatory additives. You can also explore plant-based options like lentils, tempeh, or chickpea patties, especially when paired with vitamin C-rich veggies to boost absorption of muscle-supporting nutrients like iron. Number 2 is protein snack bars. On the surface, protein bars seem like a smart, on-the-go option, especially for seniors trying to increase their protein intake. But look closer at the ingredients, and you'll often find a long list of artificial sweeteners, soy protein isolates, gums, and preservatives. These processed components can wreak havoc on your digestion and gut health, which play a major role in how well your body absorbs and utilizes protein. As we age, our digestive efficiency decreases, making gut health even more important. When your gut lining is inflamed or your microbiome is imbalanced due to constant exposure to additives and low-quality ingredients, your ability to absorb amino acids plummets. That means your muscles may still be starving even when you're technically eating high-protein foods. Soy protein isolate, a common protein bar filler, is particularly concerning. While whole soy can offer benefits, isolated forms may contain residues of hexane, a chemical solvent used in processing, and can interfere with hormone balance due to their phytoestrogen content. For older men and women alike, this can negatively impact muscle-preserving hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. A smarter option? Create your own protein-rich snacks using real foods. Hard-boiled eggs, full-fat Greek yogurt with seeds, or a smoothie with high-quality whey or plant-based protein powder are all superior choices. These not only deliver clean protein, but also provide supportive nutrients like magnesium, zinc, and omega-3s, all essential for muscle retention as you age. Number 1 is margarine and industrial spreads. Margarine has long been marketed as a heart-healthy butter alternative, especially during the fat-phobic diet era of the 1980s and 90s. But many margarine products are made with hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils, a primary source of trans fats. Even if the label reads 0 grams trans fat, food companies are allowed to round down if the amount per serving is below a certain threshold. That means you could still be consuming harmful fats without realizing it. Trans fats are particularly dangerous because they disrupt cell membranes and trigger chronic inflammation, both of which compromise muscle cell function. According to a 2020 study in Cell Metabolism, seniors with higher intake of trans fats had significantly weaker muscle strength and slower walking speed, even when their calorie intake was controlled. Over time, this subtle degradation can lead to falls, frailty, and a loss of independence. Another problem with margarine is that it's often fortified with synthetic additives to mimic the nutrient content of butter. But synthetic versions of vitamins like A and D are less bioavailable, meaning your body struggles to use them efficiently. Without those nutrients, your muscle metabolism slows down, making it even harder to retain or rebuild muscle. Instead, go back to basics. Use grass-fed butter in moderation, which contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, and butyrate, two compounds linked to improved metabolic health and reduced inflammation. Or try alternatives like ghee, coconut oil, or extra virgin olive oil, which offer healthy fats without the toxic additives. These fats can actually support your muscle health at a cellular level, giving your body what it truly needs to stay strong. So, let's bring it all together. Today we uncovered 9 everyday foods that could be quietly robbing you of your strength, vitality, and independence, all under the disguise of being healthy. We started with multigrain and whole wheat bread, which can block essential nutrients and spike blood sugar more than you think. Then we moved on to low-fat dairy, stripped of muscle-supporting vitamins and often packed with added sugars. We exposed overripe bananas and packaged fruit juices, both of which seem innocent, but can lead to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, key drivers of sarcopenia. We highlighted white rice and pasta, refined carbs that flood your bloodstream with sugar while offering almost no muscle-supporting nutrients. And we revealed how vegetable oils, processed deli meats, protein bars, and margarine can all disrupt your metabolism, digestion, and cellular health, the core systems that help your muscles grow and repair. Here's the good news. Now that you're aware, you're in control. You can make better choices, fuel your body with whole, nutrient-dense alternatives, and start rebuilding strength today, no matter your age. If you found value in this video, drop a comment below. Which of these foods surprised you the most? What changes are you planning to make this week? We'd love to hear your story, and your comment might inspire someone else to take action too. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Wellness Vault for more science-backed wellness tips designed specifically for the 60-plus community. You deserve to feel strong, energized, and independent, and it all starts with what's on your plate. Until next time, stay strong, stay smart, and stay independent.